Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Now that you've got a handle on understanding your debt, we'll focus on actionable strategies for managing and repaying it effectively. Having open and honest conversations. So, how do you have productive conversations about debt? Here are a few tips to get you started. Listen actively. When your partner is talking, make sure you're really listening. Don't just hear the words, understand the emotions and concerns behind them. Avoid blame. It's easy to point fingers when it comes to debt, but that's not going to solve anything. Instead, focus on finding solutions together. Use I statements. Instead of saying, "You spent too much money," say, "I feel overwhelmed by our debt." This helps to avoid blame and defensiveness. Set a goal. Work together to set a specific goal, like paying off a certain amount of debt within a certain time frame. This will help you stay focused and motivated. Some questions to ask each other during these conversations include, what are our financial goals, and how can we work together to achieve them? What are our spending habits, and how can we adjust them to reduce debt? What are our biggest financial stressors, and how can we address them together? Avoiding financial stress. Financial stress can be a major strain on any relationship. It's like having a constant weight on your shoulders, making it hard to relax and enjoy life. But there are ways to manage financial stress and reduce its impact on your relationship. Here are a few tips to get you started. Practice meditation and mindfulness. These techniques can help you stay calm and focused, even in the midst of financial chaos. Exercise regularly. Exercise is a great way to reduce stress and anxiety, and it's something you can do together. Take breaks from technology. Sometimes it's helpful to disconnect from the world and focus on each other. Try taking a digital detox for a day or two. Seek support. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't be afraid to seek support from a financial advisor or therapist. Remember, managing debt as a couple is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and patience, but the payoff is worth it. By communicating effectively and managing financial stress, you can build a stronger, more stable financial future together. Working together to pay off debt. When you're in a relationship, managing debt can be a real challenge. It's not just about paying off your own debt, but also about working together with your partner to tackle your joint financial goals. But how do you do it? Do you combine your finances or keep them separate? And how do you support each other along the way? Combining finances. Combining your finances can be a great way to simplify your debt repayment process. When you merge your accounts, you can see exactly how much you have coming in and going out each month, making it easier to create a budget and stick to it. Plus, it can be a great way to build trust and teamwork in your relationship. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Combining your finances can also mean taking on each other's debt, which can be a heavy burden. And if you're not careful, it can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration. So, how do you do it right? Here are a few tips. Start with a conversation. Before you combine your finances, have a real talk with your partner about your debt, your spending habits, and your financial goals. Create a joint budget. Make a budget that works for both of you and stick to it. Set boundaries. Decide what expenses are joint and what expenses are individual. Monitor your progress. Regularly check in with each other to see how you're doing and make adjustments as needed. Supporting each other. Paying off debt can be a long and difficult process, but it's a lot easier when you have someone to support you along the way. Here are a few ways you can support each other. Celebrate milestones. When you reach a milestone, like paying off a credit card or completing a debt repayment program, celebrate. It's a big deal, and you should be proud of yourselves. Offer encouragement. Paying off debt can be tough, so make sure to offer each other encouragement and support along the way. Be patient. Paying off debt takes time, so be patient with each other. Don't get frustrated if you don't see progress right away. Work together. Make debt repayment a team effort. Work together to create a plan, and stick to it. Remember, paying off debt is a journey, and it's a lot easier when you have someone to walk with. By combining your finances and supporting each other, you can tackle your debt and build a stronger, more stable financial future together. Avoiding common pitfalls. When it comes to managing debt as a couple, it's easy to get caught up in the process of paying off existing debt and overlook some common pitfalls that can set you back. But being aware of these potential traps can help you avoid them and stay on track. Avoiding new debt. One of the most important things to avoid while paying off debt is taking on new debt. It might seem obvious, but it's surprisingly easy to fall into the trap of using credit cards or taking out loans while you're still paying off existing debt. This can lead to a never-ending cycle of debt that's hard to escape. Think of it like trying to fill a bucket with water while there's a hole in the bottom. No matter how much water you pour in, the bucket will never fill up because the water is leaking out as fast as it's going in. Similarly, if you're taking on new debt while paying off old debt, you're essentially canceling out your progress. To avoid this pitfall, make a commitment to yourself and your partner to avoid taking on new debt until you've paid off your existing debt. This might mean cutting back on discretionary spending, finding ways to reduce your expenses, or coming up with creative solutions to financial challenges. Managing credit scores. Another important aspect of managing debt as a couple is managing your credit scores. Your credit score is a 3-digit number that represents your creditworthiness, and it can have a big impact on your ability to get loans, credit cards, and other forms of credit. Here are a few tips for improving your credit score. Check your credit report. Make sure there are no errors on your credit report that could be negatively affecting your credit score. Pay your bills on time. Payment history is a big factor in determining your credit score, so make sure you're paying all of your bills on time. Keep credit utilization low. Try to keep your credit utilization ratio, the amount of credit you're using compared to the amount of credit available to you, as low as possible. Don't open too many new credit accounts. Opening too many new credit accounts can negatively affect your credit score, so try to limit your new credit inquiries. By following these tips and being mindful of your credit score, you can improve your creditworthiness and make it easier to get the credit you need in the future. Managing debt as a couple requires more than just number crunching and budgeting. It demands teamwork, empathy, and open communication. When both partners work together, sharing financial goals and burdens, they can overcome even the most daunting debt challenges. By prioritizing transparency and cooperation, couples can avoid the stress and anxiety that often accompany debt. They can create a united front against financial struggles, rather than letting debt drive them apart. So, take the first step today. Sit down with your partner and start a conversation about your financial future. What are your goals? What are your fears? By working together, you can build a stronger, more resilient financial foundation and a stronger relationship. What's the first step you'll take to tackle debt with your partner? Share your story, and let's work together to create a brighter financial future. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.